Hi Gemini, this is Yetta Pearl. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you've decided to join me. I really appreciate it when you like and share and comment, and certainly when you subscribe to my channel. I'm so glad when you do that. It's a pretty new channel, so I get kind of excited when there's new stuff going on. I can see the day coming when when I'll be kind of more used to it, but I think I'll always be excited about it. So anyway, so this is your angel reading for June 28th to July 4th of 2021. And so this is a general reading. So as such, not all of it will resonate with every single person. So take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest. Oh, we got two there. Okay, I'll take them both then. And so right now for this week, we've just finished, we've just had the full moon, and we've just finished Mercury retrograde. And so, we're still in the full moon energy, but we're now starting to feel a little more on track with communication and things like that with retrograde. So that's all good news. Okay, so let's see what else your angels want to say to you. So this, of course, as always, is your guardian angels giving my angels your messages to give to you. And so I just kind of blurt things out, and sometimes I have to interpret them because maybe it's given to me in pictures or something like that. But you hear it come out my mouth the same time I do. I'm not making it up. I'm just relaying the messages. So let's see what you've got here. Yeah, okay, looks good. Looks really good. Wow, looks really good. Okay, so to start with, your angels want you to have a little bit of alone time. So some of you, I'm seeing you have been doing this. You've been reflecting on your inner self, and that's perfect. That's what they want you to do right now. It's a growth time for you, a time where you're learning more and more about your own self. And so the more you know about yourself, the more you can be yourself. But it takes some alone time. So there's no distractions. It's really easy for us to say, oh, well, so-and-so would like to go and do this and that. So let's go and do this and that to please that other person. And, and then I have to do this project. And oh, yeah, and I was going to finish that other thing. They want you to stop distracting yourself. They want you to sit in silence. Be alone where there's nobody around, no demands on your time. Turn your phone off, or better yet, don't even have it with you. Go somewhere all alone where you can just sit and reflect. As my friend says, sit and contemplate my navel. And so get to know yourself as you are now. A lot of you have had life-changing experiences in the last few years. Changes, some of you got married. Some of you started having your children. Others have had your children leave home, and so now you're empty nesters. There's been changes like that all over the place happen in the last couple of years, and it's time for you to get to know yourself all over again. You've changed. You're not the same person you used to be. Lots has happened in the last several years, and so you've changed. You've learned a lot. You have different interests, and so it's time to get to know yourself. And so now that I'm looking at the rest of the cards again, admit your true feelings to yourself. So this goes right along with that. As you are sitting in solitude, as you're being with yourself and learning about yourself, discover again what you actually feel about certain things. And be really honest with yourself. Even if your feeling about something would be hurtful to somebody else, like somebody else wouldn't like that, that is beside the point. The point is, what do you actually feel about that? And acknowledge it to yourself. At some point, you may be ready to act upon that or change something because of your new knowledge. Doesn't mean you have to hurry and go do that right away or whatever, but just getting to know yourself well enough to know which things now resonate with you and which things don't, that maybe they used to, or maybe you pretended they did. Either way, you're ready to know for yourself what's you and what's not. And so this is summertime. Like, summer is just beginning. We've just had the solstice last week. And so this is the beginning of summer. You've got the whole summer to bask in these feelings of knowing yourself. This is really amazing. It feels so good. The feeling inside, like in my heart, that they're giving me, it's kind of scary, but it's also really satisfying because, wow, oh, this is me. Oh my gosh, like I didn't even know I knew that about me. I didn't know I liked that. I didn't know I would want to know how to do that thing. All those things. Take the summer and embrace all those things and really, really be yourself. So this whole reading so far is about yourself and getting to know yourself and who you are and working your way into acting that every day. There's things that every single one of us, Gemini or not, but we all in the habit of acting in a certain way about certain things. Or, somebody says, how are you? We say, I'm fine. You know what? From now on, really think about that. Are you fine? And how would you more honestly answer that question? And so, sometimes in a light social situation, you're still just going to say, I'm fine, and how are you? But other times when it's a good friend and it's the appropriate time, you're going to say, you know what? I have questions lately, and that's how I am, right? And so be yourself, and like they were saying, working your way into being your true authentic self every moment of every day without the shields. We all have shields. So the more we can operate without our shields, the more authentic we are. Getting there is a bit of a journey, and you are well equipped on this journey. You're doing really good at doing this stuff already. That's what they're showing me. Okay. And so all of this creates a synergy, the green men synergy, to allow you to fully step in to your real whole self and present that self to the world as this amazing being which you are. That's going to take some people by surprise. It's okay. It's totally okay. The ones who are meant to stay in your life will stay in your life. The ones who their time with you is finished will fade away. All of that is exactly how it's supposed to be. And this all creates this synergy, as they say, but it's a shift in the energy. And so, like, not all this is going to happen in the next week, even though that's when this reading encompasses. But it's like this is the beginning of it. This is where you're starting, and it's creating this whole new. Okay, so they're telling me that's the wrong words. It's not really creating the new person. It's uncovering the same person that was always there all along. Just you didn't know it. It's time to gradually, slowly start getting to know it. And so as you know a little bit of this and a little bit of that about yourself and a little bit of the other thing, then all those things are going to come together to create this beautiful, cohesive whole. And that is so beautiful. You just can't believe how beautiful that is and how good that feels. And it's green and it's lush and it's growing and it's amazing and it's really productive. That whole thing. I'm saying it, but it's the process, of discovering, uncovering unearthing your own whole real self. Wow. And so when they were saying, take the summer to get to know yourself, by autumn, it really appears that you're ready to fully step into that. So, wow, like good work. That's really fast. And you might not feel quite, totally put together by then, but that's okay. You're still growing. We're all still growing every moment of every day. And so by autumn, though, you're going to have most of that all put together. That's so beautiful. Yes, and you reap wonderful harvests of abundance. So, and that is true. The more authentic you are, the more abundant you will be. That's just the law of attraction at work. There's no two ways about that. You can't stop it as long as you're being authentic in your own true self. And so then, by the time that autumn rolls around, that activates new things for your new self. And so I suspect that by fall you will have different opportunities and different perspective on life, and you will feel quite different than what you currently do. It might be a really good idea to get out your journal if you have one of those, and just sit and think about how you feel right now within yourself, how you act when you're in certain situations, things like that. How it feels to go to work every day or to be with those particular people all the time or whatever. Like, write down the things that come to you. And in autumn, maybe the end of autumn, go read that again and see how changed you are. I think you will be really surprised at how much you've changed just in 2 seasons, right? And it will all be for the better. Some of you, part of the time, as things are changing and shifting, you might feel a little chaotic. Change is always a little chaotic, but we can't exist without change. When we stop changing, that's when we transition out of this physical lifetime, right? So without change, we can't continue, we can't thrive, we can't make progress. So I think you're going to be really surprised by how much change you've experienced between now and autumn. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so let's take one more bit of advice from these daily guidance cards, the deck, and see what last thing that your angels want to say to you today. One more, angels, for Gemini for June 28th to July 4th. No, still not. Okay, let's keep trying. Oh, there it is. Entrepreneur. Yeah, so some of you, this new stuff that's activating, you might even be starting now, which is totally fine because that can really bring about new change too, right? Some of you are ideally suited to be entrepreneurs. So for some of you, I can see really clearly that this is a project on the side. This is not your day job or something just yet. It might turn out to be that later, but at this moment it's not. So you're just starting something. Some of you, you've been doing this for a while. It's good. I'm feeling some doubts from some of you. No, it's good. You have what it takes. You're the one who knows how you want your business run, and so go with that, right? If something turns out it's not working, well, change it. I mean, there's nothing unchangeable. There's nothing that has to stay set in stone. Others of you are just considering if you should do something along the lines of entrepreneurship. And the answer is yes, it's good timing. You always, of course, want to do your due diligence and check all your things before you make commitments. But at this moment, it's looking good for things rolling along smoothly. And your temperament, you have what it takes. You're a good leader. And so, entrepreneurship is a good fit for you. The ones of you who want it. Some of you, I'm feeling like you're like, no, I don't even, like, where did that come from? Okay, it doesn't resonate with everybody, but that's perfect because it does resonate with some. So it's awesome. Okay, so let's leave that there. What a great reading for you, Gemini. Okay, so if you can hang around for one more second, one more minute, if you would help me to spread all kinds of love throughout the world and abundance. Let's send abundance everywhere and compassion. And what else? What do you want to send? Understanding? And let's send clean water. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Gemini. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll talk to you next time.